me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb, I don't get to take off. A hater get up, I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long, I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining, I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Hey, how I feel to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How I feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How I feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You said that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How I feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How I feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad think pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man. Got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers. Big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Down, 90 Wolf. 54 Mike. Push him back. Push him back. Yep. I got it. That's me. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 61, matchbox lights. Watch the curls. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Yo, go, go. 5.
Lock now on first down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
64, weak.
They'll go option to the short side. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they're going to have a third down.
Hey, 54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, watch.
Throwing his lock on third down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Eagles nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Ready? The mic, 4-7's the mic. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Murray keeps it himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you. Switch.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From just shy of midfield, Murray toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Jumper.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Being chased out left. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. Now here we go on 4th down with Murray. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 70, Indy. 54. All right, T. Ready?
They'll start by running the option to the right. On the ground, Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From midfield, here's Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
They'll come out in the pistol.
54 Mike. Silver.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, Eagles nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Toss play, Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready to break.
Mike, 54 Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Leo.
He's not gonna get me. Watch out. Watch out.
Rock it. Get it.
Kamara.
Undercut.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Right, 54. All day, just like that. Just like that. Shit. Set it.
Hey, Sam off. Protein spill. Hey, I said that.
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Lock to throw for it on 4th. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in. Under pressure, they got him again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Locke. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards.
1st down, Saints.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Locke nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Locke now to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Lock now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Murray. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Zoom, zoom. 31's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get it.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Murray with a 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Man out, man out, man out, man out. Shot hard, hard. Get it.
A final shot before half for Locke. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
They'll run on first down. Sanders, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. First down, Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Myers' kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
On the ready.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it with the option right. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 21. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They run it again with Kamara.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready?
Watch Mike.
Check tight.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Ready.
9 yards on the play and a first down.
6-6. Pull it high.
And the Saints
Good.
Check.
Deep grip.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. It's a foot race. Past the 20. 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they watch this lead shrink a little. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
third down.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Locke. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Get ready.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Lock. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Lock. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, it's Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 4 down. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Murray escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold him, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Come on,
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you keep...
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They look to throw. It's Locke.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Alert General West. Bravo.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Sponge. 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 No, no, no.
Go.
Locke gonna go on 4th down. Dancing to his left. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. It is picked up by the Eagles. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Yeah, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. But I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 5.
That's the score, Eagles 26.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
No, check that. We want Mike 52.
To throw is Locke. Flushed out right, and he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Hey, exit. Look at me, zipper.
Back to throw. Lock. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, team.
On 4th down. Lock. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Philadelphia, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles.